Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Part 3 of this. I'm overstepping my bounds. They did not ask for this. But if we look at this logo that they're going to print on a t-shirt, it is got a fuzzy border and some fuzzy lettering in it. I went on the internet, just disregard that one, and found one that is a little better. I just Googled. Well, that's mine. This is the one I imported from Google. But then I imported a black and white one. And it's so much better, but you can see it's a bitmap. Go to trace bitmap, outline trace clip art, which I use probably 99.9% of the time. Then go to remove color from entire image. And I want you to look how sharp this is. Of course, they want color, but look at that. Now, left click, right click. There is a little bit of problem with this logo that it's going to maybe have some leaks. So then I'll show you. So I'm going to grab, and then for the person I'm doing it for, you'd want to use the color that you're going to use. I just use the color off your other one. But if I take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, see I have a leak. So what I need to do is go to Object, Group, and Ungroup. And this isn't going to change anything. You know, I would put these nodes touching kind of each other. You're not going to be able to see it on a t-shirt. Look at that. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in everything in blue that's going to be blue, and then we'll go back and get the red. So I am leaving the outline, but we want to remove the outline in a second, I would think. See, we want to make the outline. Okay, that's missing part is a result of this bitmap going into the square. If we go to view and wireframe, you can see why the Smart Fill tool could not fill that in. So get back to the Smart Fill tool. So now it can fill it in. Now all the stars in those banner looking things are red, but the letters are blue. And you could actually redraw this. But then we're going to get the Smart Fill tool, get the sample, and take a sample of your, well, that's probably my red. You're going to want to make sure you use CMYK if you're a printer. I can't even remember. You know, that's one off the internet. There it is. We'll use that blue. So I'm going to take see, that is a CMYK blue. So now that we got it, we can take it back over here. Well, I actually wanted the red. So let's get back to the Smart Fill. You know what I'm going to do? Waste a lot of time. I'm going to move this closer. And so you want to make sure your colors are right. But if I take my sampler and get that red, and then I'm going to take these and fill them in, your logo, your printing is going to be so much sharper. Then we'll go back and fill these up. And what I said about the lines, either you want those lines or you don't. I wouldn't imagine you would. So select all the thing and go up here and right click, no outline. And look how sharp that is now. It could be played around a little bit, you know, with that. And that white quasar, well, I'm not going to go there. That could be very easily cleaned up. But that, now that you have this logo, Control G to group it, and let's just see what it looks like. Let's take all, I've got so many logos, I don't know which one's my real one now. Yep. So I'm going to hit P, put it in the center. I didn't have it grouped together. You know what? I think it's this one. Doesn't really matter. Control G, P. Now let's take our baseball. Whoop, they're not grouped together, and I hit P. Control G to group it, and then hit P to put the stitches. And then you could take this logo and hold down the shift key, and you could make it as big as you wanted to in it. And it might not even be in the center. You might have to nudge it. I'd go like 0.2 inches because this thing is so big, and just kind of nudge it. Oddball shapes just don't. Well, you know what? You can kind of see center by your 4 nodes up there, but you know, just eyeball it. I think the baseballs look pretty good. You could maybe make them a little bit better. There's no reason to. And I think really in the original logo, I think she had this entire circle in yellow, but this will definitely stop it. So that might be what they want. Then this, let's make sure it shines through, and look at that. Now we got a little bit of a line there, so I would most definitely take that away and left click, right click, and then take this line away. And then when you fill this in, and if it takes too long, I'm gonna just close the video. But that way you won't have that line, and then take away that line, because you don't want that black line, I would not think. Well, if you can't move it, okay, let's set my nudge factor on like 5 inches. Let's move that out of the way. This is probably grouped together. So let's go to object group, and okay, it's not grouped together. There we go. And then just nudge that back. The shirt will show through, you know, because regardless of what color it is, of course you wouldn't want that, but you know, if you're going to plan on a black, well, you wouldn't want a black shirt because then the stitches wouldn't show up. So it's that easy to find a better logo. And if you never find black and white, it's going to trace better, because there's no, you know, even in this, it's fuzzy. And sometimes, you know, just go to Google and find the largest one you can find. And I've got plenty of videos on how to find good clip art. I hope that helped them someday and somebody else. And thank you for watching.